Otherwise, they're just getting worse. I'm going to have to leave you.
No.
I thought it would be better after I splashed them.
Hey, hey.
Just getting the screen up. There we go.
How are you all? Thanks for joining us. It's 1:30 Sunday afternoon here.
Yep, Sunday afternoon for us here in Australia.
Hi, Rumug.
Hey, Rumug. Got an orc in.
Just let us know if the audio isn't any good or the picture quality is not that great.
And just remember, I normally look like this, so that's not the picture quality.
How's your Saturday nights going? Hey, DPK.
Awesome. G'day, DPK. Who's in here? DPK, Rummug, Southern Mama, Bones. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, today's our Sunday and it's Father's Day here in Australia. So Father's Day for me. I've got a few prezzies already off the boys. We got 4 sons.
Hi, Elijah. Elijah's drunkarded.
G'day, Elijah. Hey, we titled this live stream 500 sub giveaway because Collette and I just hit 500 subs yesterday.
Yay!
Yay! It's awesome, eh? It was just so exciting to see that tick over to 500.
Hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam. I thought you were going to bed. Yeah, so when that 500 ticked over, we've decided to do a giveaway. And we're going to do it the same sort of way Pam and Rick from Shoot the Shit did it for their giveaway. We're just going to get anyone to comment on this video once it goes up. And then we'll use a random generator. But the prize is going to be one of our merchandise cups.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, if you want.
It's still boxed. So these are our limited edition, the Simple Joys cups.
I've got one here, but I've got coffee in it at the moment. So it's...
I can't open it.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, I can't open it. It's one of those cups.
So one of the Simple Joys cups.
Along with
a little boomerang fridge magnet. This one. You show them, Dom. Hold this one.
Okay.
Little kangaroo keychain.
Oops.
And last but not least, a little koala keychain.
Little koala keychain. And these were around back in the 1980s. They can clip on pencils or ears or hair. So they're just a little key ring clippy thing.
School bag, yeah. Well, we were kids back then and we used to have them clipped onto our school bags.
So that will be our little random giveaway.
So all those little knickknacks, the keychains and the magnets and that will fit inside the cup. And then the cups be inside a box and we'll mail it out to whoever wins that.
So we'll send it anywhere in the world. Hey, Larry.
It's my boy, Larry Langford.
Okay, to enter, just after this stream has finished, leave a comment in the comments below the video. And
unless you're watching upside down, then leave it in the comment above.
And then it will be just randomly generated. Thank you.
Thanks. So, yeah, we really want to give something back to all of our awesome subscribers. I just can't believe how many have joined up lately, and the fact that we even got to 500 is incredible. So yeah, we want to give something back to you. So it'll be that Simple Joys coffee mug and a few little keychains and fridge magnet to show our gratitude. Really appreciate all the support from you. Thank you very much.
We can also throw a little Vegemite in.
Little Vegemite?
A little Vegemite in also. So if you...
Unless Pam wins. She doesn't like Vegemite.
If you don't want Vegemite, just let us know and we'll leave it out. Thanks, Pam.
I just had a Vegemite sandwich about 5 minutes ago.
We've managed to scooch over again.
No, we move around. We need to screw our chairs in one spot. So, yeah, as soon as we decided we were going to do a live stream when Pam and Rick left early.
Yeah.
Because Pam and Rick normally go a bit longer. So when they closed down early, we thought we'd do a quick live stream. And I raced and made myself a Vegemite sandwich to stick down my neck.
And I raced around to look beautiful, so
And what a
I
job you
hope
did.
I succeeded.
Awesome, definitely.
Yeah. What is that? What's
Vegemite?
Vegemite is
It's basically a sandwich spread. How you get peanut paste, jam. It's the same sort of thing. We use it on mainly for sandwiches.
Yeah.
But it's good on toast. You can also use it in cooking. It's a real thick, it almost looks like tar. I'll grab a jar. We've got a jar in here that we're going to give away.
No, you don't want to open that one.
No, I won't open it. Yeah, the one we're going to give away, I'll just open it and stick my finger in it.
Oh, well, I was going to open it and put some
lick
on
around
my
the
finger.
edge.
Well, how about we just buy some new one? A new one.
I've got Vegemite in the fridge.
Okay, well, do you want to go get the
You want me
Vegemite?
to get the big one?
Yeah, so I can open it and put it on my finger. Oh, try refreshing, Family Loveless. Is that a problem? Quickly just say hey. This is our youngest. He's Faron. Wave to the lovely people. This is our youngest child.
It's funny how your hand looks backwards, isn't it?
Okay, off you go.
So that's our youngest of four boys.
Okay, so this is our Vegemite that we have in the fridge.
You don't have to keep it in the fridge. You can keep it in the cupboard.
I have to stick my finger in there and it's just not long enough. Okay.
That's what she said.
Okay, I've got it all over my fingers.
Look how much you got.
I know, I've got it all over my fingers. Now this is what it looks like. Just like a big blob of yuck.
Or, if you're neat, that's what it looks like.
And for people that don't like the taste of it, the amount that he has is what you have on it. Or if you're used to it,
Now, a lot of people overseas, when they try that, they screw up their face and want to spit it out, but it's just about staple food in Australia.
Now, it is Sunday afternoon, so we do have kids around us all the time at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Cheryl! Ricky says it looks like shit. Yeah, a lot of people would think that.
A lot of people probably say it tastes like shit too, Ricky.
Can I have the tissue, please? Yeah, so it's an acquired taste. It's a bit salty.
It's actually a yeast extract, but it sort of tastes a little bit like a beef extract.
Yeah. Hi, Mark's Aquarium. Now I've got it all
Hey,
on
Mark's
my
Aquarium.
hand.
Getting a few fish people in. I've been having really good luck with my fish lately. They all want to breed. I've got about 200 albino convict fry, a few Jack Dempsey fry. I just found about 50 little pleco fry.
Hi, Rocket News.
And
welcome.
I'm hoping my flowerhorn will give me some babies too. Look how many we got in here. Thanks for popping in to say g'day to us all, everyone. Really
appreciate the support.
And yeah, before we go any further, I really want to thank everyone that's supported us and subscribed and helped the channel grow too. It's just been awesome. We really love putting the videos up. And these live streams have been really good too. We did a live stream the other night. We ended up going for 4 hours.
Oh, can't you see?
Who's that?
So the mother, she says, all I can see now is the chat.
Oh, can everyone see?
Can everybody see?
Colette's beautiful face and my ugly mug.
Can everybody see the chat and the video?
Koalas. Yeah, a few people collect koalas. We just
yes, okay, cool.
Sent out a couple not long ago.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Just for anyone that missed it, the giveaway, one of these Simple Joy cups.
And then just
that's
a few
mine with coffee in it at the moment. So
just a few little knickknacks. And to enter, just leave a comment in the description below when the video goes up. You can't see my hand below. And
we'll just use a random generator to pick a winner. We just want to give something back to
Hey, Kimberly.
at least one of our viewers.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly. G'day, y'all.
Yeah, so later on this afternoon, well, if you have watched sorry,
It's all right. It's just you don't have to yell.
I don't have to yell. If you haven't watched our latest video, it's Grant getting the drone stuck up in the tree. And later on this afternoon, we're going to have to go out and try and get it out of the tree. So that's going to be fun.
If anyone hasn't seen that video, I managed to get the drone stuck about 40 foot up in a tree.
And by the way, that was the first, when he was filming, it was the best videos he's ever taken on it. So
yeah, I've still been learning on it, and I haven't gotten any good footage off it yet. It's been real shaky and all over the place, and I'm finally starting to get the hang of it. And when the batteries get low, it loses its own signal and it can't communicate to the remote. So it sort of lost signal, and then the wind got it and it took off. So away it went and got stuck in a tree.
Yeah, so have to try and work out.
Yeah, don't know how we're going to get it yet.
Well,
someone suggested throwing things at it, and I think that's going to be the way first. I'll try throwing tennis balls and stuff at it.
We do have a bow and arrow.
Yeah, it's a really massive bow and arrow. It's 75 pounds. So
he might be able to, because he was talking to somebody just locally, and they said, have you got a bow and arrow, and try and put like a tennis ball on the end of it and shoot it up to try and knock it.
Yeah.
And I said maybe some fishing line around the arrow, so if you don't lose the arrow.
Yeah, watch. I'll end up with.
Hi, little Wayne.
I'll end up with the tree in the paddock that's got not only my drone but all my arrows and any balls we own, and I have a tree full of gear over there. I have to end up just cutting the tree down to get everything back.
Put a catch mat or something under it.
Yeah, it's way up high too, or else I'll let one of the boys climb it. They want to climb it, but it's way too high. If they fall, they'll break every bone in their body.
Yeah. So that's like we got the youngest is a really good climber, and I said, no, if he falls, well then, yeah. Yeah, so that's going to be our afternoon.
Speaking of boys, it's Father's Day here today in Australia.
Yeah.
And I'll show you what I got. One of my boys got me this shirt.
This way.
That way. I don't know if you can see it real good, but it's a Batman shirt. Hey, all the bats. And up there, Batman, and it's just the can't get used to this backwards camera. So I got the shirt, big packet of jocks,
and
I won't try them on for you.
Cup.
Because there's no way I'd look as good as Ricky in his mankini.
Well, that's what I said, Pam. He was trying to take footage of the owl that we released. It was sitting up in a tree, and he took the drone up, and the wind caught the drone and just took it. Yeah,
but I was hoping to use a little bit of drone footage for the first time. I was going to try and get that owl in the tree, and I wasn't doing too bad, but the battery only lasts for about 5 minutes flight. And towards the end of the 5 minutes, I went a bit higher to get the sunset to finish it off. And as soon as I went higher, it lost reception with its remote, and it just got the breeze and took off by itself and went straight for the biggest tree in the block. This is the other thing the boys got me.
Might be able to read it, yeah.
It's a coffee cup. You can read it.
It says, hang on, I can hold it. I don't know whether you can read it. It says, no matter what life throws at you, at least you don't have ugly children. Was it a willy willy that caught the drone?
It wasn't as big as a willy willy, because I get pretty big willy willies.
A high power water hose? The water truck?
That'll wreck my drone.
Yeah, see, anything wet, well, that's like, yeah. If we happen to get a big storm with rain, well, then it will just wreck it.
It's supposed to be pretty windy. It's supposed to have wind coming in tonight and the next day or so. So I've left it because I'm hoping that when a bit of wind comes in, it might just jolt it loose.
Yeah.
But it's all right. I'll sort something out. No use crying over caught drones.
Bumping the table again. No,
No, it's way too. It's about 30 foot up in the air at least, maybe even closer to 40 foot. That's like 2 telephone poles or electric wire poles high. It's right up there.
Yeah.
And then even if it falls out, it might just get caught in another branch underneath.
Hi, Carolina man.
Welcome. Thank you, everyone who's
this is the Simple
subscribed.
Joys. Hey, the Simple Joys.
Hit the thumbs up for the feed if you want to. We are the Simple Joys.
I'm Collette, and that's Grant.
She's simple, and I'm Joy.
No. We all know the real truth. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, also want to give a big thank you to Pam and Rick from Shoot the Shit for the support and the shout outs today. To Drum Alive, wasn't it, Pam? Miss Fucking Wonderful.
Katie.
Yep, Katie. And to everyone who's supported us so far.
When Miss Rockin' News reaches 500, she's giving away a drone. Quickly, I'll go sub to Miss Rockin' News.
Yeah, because we need another drone.
I'll have to, if you leave a comment in the things, I'll do it. I don't want to try and load pages because we don't have huge bandwidth here. Oh,
thanks Pam. You know that goes back your way too.
Tell Grant the UFO story. Hang on.
The UFO story? Yeah, so there'd be a lot of people in here who haven't heard our UFO story.
Oh, the UFO story? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it. No, I do it and then you...
We'll both tell it.
Okay. Once upon a time.
A long time ago, there was a lovely couple called Grant and Collette. They were only young. Yeah, it was years ago.
We didn't have any kids. It was before we had kids.
Yeah, back then we used to cart our Rottweiler everywhere. We didn't have kids, but we had a big Rottie. That was our baby.
Rottweiler named Zeus.
Zeus, our Rottie. Anyway, I was working for a house re-stumper, just labouring. And Collette came and picked me up after work out in the country. We were stumping a house ages away. And when we finished work, she'd come and pick me up. And by the time we were driving home, it was dark because she picked me up just on dark. So we're heading home and we're heading through these back roads. And there was a nice long road that hooks up to the highway. And we were traveling along that in Colette's little car and the Rottie in the back seat. Probably doing about 60k an hour.
80k, 80 to 100.
So that's maybe 40 mile an hour, thereabouts.
Yeah, maybe that.
I'm starting to get good at converting. I'm getting close anyway. And we were traveling along there, and right up the other end of the road in the distance coming towards us, big light. It was just one single light, so I presumed it was going to be like an old Harley or, a big road bike. It was, just one big bright light, not traveling fast at all, really slow, right up the end of the road. And then it started to speed up, coming towards us, and it was still a long way off, and it just kept getting faster and faster. And then something really weird happened. It went from like one big bright light in the distance, and it just sort of swooped down and spread into maybe 8 or 10 like skirting lights, the lights that go around a truck. And yeah, it sort of like swooped down really close to the road. Still couldn't make out any form or any vehicle of any sort. It was just all lights. And then just got over, actually changed shape and colour.
We were bracing for impact.
And Collette was driving. I was on the passenger side. And then in the meantime too, the Rottie in the back, he started going back and forwards on the seat and whining and whimpering and carrying on. He was getting really freaked out. And you could just feel the tension in the car because Collette was starting to brake and tense up. And I was waiting for something to hit us at that stage because it just got really fast. And these, like I said, almost skirting lights took up both lanes by then. Kept getting faster and faster, and then it was really close to us. And just when we thought something was going to hit us, it just disappeared. Just nothing.
There was nothing behind us, nothing beside us, nothing had gone into the paddocks beside us at all.
As soon as that happened, it took me back a bit, and I was sort of looking up the front of the windscreen, because it sort of felt like it picked up enough speed that it took off like the speed of light. And I was sort of half expecting to see something hovering above us, but we were still moving slowly, and I looked behind us, there was nothing, no sign of anything.
There was nothing else on the roads. Yeah, so it was a little bit frightening, and
I just couldn't believe it. Did you see that? And she says, yeah. And we're talking all the way home and describing everything I'd seen, Collette had seen. And it's like I didn't tell her everything and she didn't tell me everything. We were sort of saying bits and pieces together, so we definitely saw the same thing. And then when we got home, we'd gone down the highway, which is about 100 kilometres an hour, maybe 70 mile. Whatever you're doing on the highway there, it'd be close, about 70 mile, I imagine. And we drove that for about 10 minutes. Went down a little road, through a roundabout, down a dirt track, and pulled up at our place. And when I hopped out the car, when I saw it, my work boots were on the roof of the car. Now, I'm guessing when she picked me up from work, because I'd taken my boots off already, I must have sat the boots on the roof of the car and then hopped in and forgot about them. But somehow those boots were still exactly where I'd sat them on the roof of the car.
And it's been a running joke with us ever since then. Like, this has gone back, 20 years ago, that they were looking for probably longer than 20 years. So looking for intelligent life form, and saw the boots on the roof and said, no, it's not them.
Looking for intelligent life form, no, forget it. Move on to the next one.
Hi, Soft Pink Stardust.
Hey, Soft Pink, how you going?
Hey, Angie. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, so we don't claim it was a spaceship, although that's what it felt like.
That's what a UFO is.
A UFO is an unidentified flying object, and it was definitely that. We had no way of explaining it, and we got no idea what it was.
Yeah.
So basically it was just lights that we saw, but the way it happened is just made no sense whatsoever. So that's our UFO story.
Yeah. Welcome
Mountain Mama. It's a few people here. It's their first time. Thanks for coming over.
Hey, Sharon.
It probably helps that most people normally sit a bit longer on the porch, but Pam wrapped it up tonight early because she wasn't feeling well.
And Tim asked you to come on, didn't he? And where's Tim? Tim's not here.
No, wasn't it Little Wayne?
Oh, Little Wayne, that's right.
Yeah.
Little Wayne and Kimberly.
Go live, so here we are.
Yeah.
And I thought if we're going to go live, I want to give away something to our subscribers.
I was still in my pajamas, and they were saying, Kimberly and Little Wayne said, go live, Simple Joyce. And so it was a mad rush to get dressed.
Mind you, it's lunchtime here.
Yeah. It's Sunday.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. It's rest day.
So, yeah, it's Sunday lunchtime here in Australia, and it's also Father's Day, so I've had an easy one too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Captain Spicy.
Hey, Captain. Hey, everyone I've missed that's come in. G'day, and thanks for popping in.
Thanks, Rockin' Nose.
Talked about a UFO story. Showed people Vegemite.
Well, Kimberly, I've still got my pajama bottoms on. I just threw a top on.
Our younger boy said, Mum, you still got your pajama pants on.
I said, well, they're not going to see the bottom half of me.
So type in a 1 if you want Collette to stand up.
They're pussycats.
Yeah, it's not uncommon around here. We get dressed out of our pajamas if we know someone's coming over or if we've got to go out.
Night, Mountain Mama. Thanks for calling in.
So, yeah, it's not uncommon at all to find people in their pajamas at lunchtime around this place.
Well, there's nobody here except for the cow, so I cast judgment.
Sorry, just reading a few of the comments. Feel free
Yeah,
to...
it was a UFO, Angie.
Just in the true sense of the word, unidentified flying object. We couldn't identify it. We didn't make out a craft or a vehicle or anything. But just the lights. First of all, it was like just a massive headlight, and then spread down into those smaller coloured skirting lights. Sort of, yeah, like a almost soft pink, orangey sort of colours around the outside, doing a big shape across both lanes of the road.
Well, a perfect way to describe it is like, you know how trucks have those skirting lights at the base?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was larger than a truck.
Yeah, different shape, but yeah. Same sort of, that's the closest thing I can relate it to.
Yeah.
Those little lights that go around the edge of a truck at night time. Sort of like that, but it went from one to the other and then took up both lanes and then went super fast, like incredibly fast, and then disappeared.
A Macarena. Yeah, Macarena.
Home is where the bra falls off. Yeah, exactly, Josh. Anyone with a woman in their house knows that. As soon as they come home, the bras gets shut across the room like a slingshot.
Well, funny story was back after our floods in 2011, like there was a huge uproar. You're bumping the camera. There was a huge uproar about the water releases out of our dam. Now, the place that is responsible for that is down in Brisbane, but they still have both the same names of our area. And one day we just got home from shopping, so I was dressed, and as soon as I walked in the door, I took my pants off, took my bra off, and just was in a t-shirt. I heard the dogs, about an hour later, I heard the dogs barking.
She means that pants, not her underwear. She still had underwear on.
I had underwear on, just my jeans and that sort of thing.
You took off. Yeah.
Yeah. Stop it. Don't make us out.
I just want to stretch this out. I'm picturing it.
Anyway, about an hour later, I heard the dogs barking. So I raced out the front, just thinking that it was the landlord or something. But like I was hidden a little bit, and there was a news crew out the front. And here I am trying to hide behind a pole just in a shirt and underwear while the news crew was standing out there asking me, was this the right place? I could have died.
We're not exactly a small petite couple either, so a pole didn't cover it.
A pole didn't hide anything, but I was like trying to talk to them to let them know that they had the wrong place. It was just... And this skinny little woman out the front was asking me all about this place, and I was like,
I'd gone out there and saw a news crew in the was it Channel 9?
Something like that, yeah.
The Channel 9 news crew car out the front, and Collette talking to a bloody journalist.
And like she was a pretty little skinny thing, and here I am trying to hide myself, saying, no, wrong place.
Don't turn the cameras on.
She would have gotten back in the car and went, oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's get out of this country. She's probably waiting to hear the banjos playing.
Oh dear. But yeah, that was our experiences.
Yeah, somehow they'd got their information mixed up and thought this address was the home of the person who worked on the dam and released the water or something. But yeah, it was sort of similar to the Texas floods that had just gone on, but it was back in 2011 for us. There was a lot of devastation out of that flood, but yeah, it was just after that. Yeah.
Oh, it was funny. I wish the ground would have just opened up and swallowed me. It was just...
In your late 30s now? Yeah, we're in our early 40s.
We're in the naughty 40s.
Well, I'm getting closer to mid 40s now. I'm 44, 45 in February. Hey, Josh, you mentioned Steve Irwin country before Brisbane. We're actually a lot closer to Steve Irwin Zoo than Brisbane.
Yeah.
We're about halfway between Brisbane and Steve Irwin Zoo. It's about an hour and a half up the road.
Mm-hmm.
We bought an annual pass there this year. Excuse me. So, yeah, we can go to Steve Irwin Zoo anytime we want now. It's really good. We've got a family pass.
The kids are hanging out for us to head back up there.
We put a video up a couple of months ago of a trip there. It was an awesome day. But one day isn't really enough to cover it all. There's just so much to walk around there.
Congrats, Josh. He's 36 and he's been with his wife 13 years.
Awesome. Well done, mate.
Yeah.
Congratulations to your wife.
Captain Spicy has a bearded dragon named Steve-O.
Oh, I was holding one today, Captain. I come home. I come home and he was sitting right in the middle of the driveway. Moved up close with the car and he still wasn't moving, so I stopped the car, hopped out, and I thought he would have run away when I went over to him, but he was just playing statue. So he actually let me pick him up, and I walked to the front yard and got Collette to come out with the camera and take a shot of him, and I let him sit on my hand, but then he jumped off and took off really fast.
He actually came to the gate and said, "Look what I found." And I said, "Yeah, he was there yesterday."
Yeah, but he was sitting in the middle of the driveway. He didn't want to move for me.
Mm.
We put up a bearded dragon video, and that one was bigger. This one was a bit smaller, but they're so cute. The wild ones, they tend to want to nip you a bit if you pick them up, and they run really quick too. I imagine your pet ones, the ones that you rear, they're probably a hell of a lot more peaceful and timid, are they, Captain?
That's awesome, Granny. We have a friend in the local, well, she used to be in the local township, and she's what, 83, I think. And she's so lively for her age. She could run circles around me. She's just,
yeah.
And she's funny.
She got heaps more get up and go than me.
She is so funny. And like, she started dating this 60-year-old, like an 83-year-old dating a 60-year-old. And like, she has invited us over for dinner and that sort of thing, and we go and they do desserts.
She's a horny old thing.
She was sitting there with an ice cream, like an ice cream in an ice cream cone, and she was licking it all seductively for him in front of us. It was like, time to go. Like, they want alone time.
Yeah, rightio, let's go. Wrapping her tongue around the ice cream.
It's 2 p.m. here. Tanya Brown. yeah, but she's lovely.
Yeah, she used to go for walks with us around the property, and she'd be jumping over puddles and
yeah.
Oh, do you do ink work, Josh? I wish I knew someone that did ink work. I'd love a lot more. 84-year-old woman. That skin would be hard to tattoo, surely.
It would be like tear.
You'd have to take it real slow and easy on 80-year-old skin, eh, Josh?
Depends if she was on thinners or whatnot, because like I think if they're on medication, their skin's a lot thinner.
Many of yous in chat got tattoos? I just got tattoos on the one arm.
And I've only got one tattoo. That way.
Colette's done in a rope, and then the rope goes up, comes up through the water, the kids' names, up onto the anchor, and then the banner across the top says, "My anchor in the sea of life."
It's getting that old as like rice paper. Yeah. Yeah. And Josh is 70% covered.
Yeah, most people who tattoo, because they know a lot of other people that tattoo, and they're right into it, they flat out haven't any room left on their body.
She's going to get more tarantulas, and then she wants some more crested geckos.
Yeah, those crested geckos look really nice. I haven't held one in real life. We get little soft, we just call them house geckos here. I don't know what their proper name is, but they're smaller than the crested gecko.
We get two varieties here. We get the feathered-tailed one, which is the tail is.
No, I don't know if it's called feather tail. It might be leaf tail. But yeah, the wider tailed one.
Yeah.
And then the skinny tailed one, but they're really soft and they're reasonably small. I think they're smaller than the crested geckos, but they just run around the roof and the ceilings catching the insects. I think they mainly live inside the roof, because you only see them at late of a night time. They'll come out and get insects, and then they go back hiding for the day.
Granny says she's got a tiger tattoo on her leg 25 years ago. Now it looks like a stewed tomato. Yeah. And I want to get one with Grant's name somewhere. I don't know, something associated with Grant and the boys. But I think I want butterflies for the boys.
Yeah, I wanted to get Collette tattooed on my tallywhacker, but it wouldn't fit. I had to use my arm.
You're bouncing the table again. You're sinking under the table.
Is Pam still in here, or did she go to bed?
She's lying on the bed. I'm not sure
Okay.
whether she's still here.
You're listening to my beautiful Australian accent, Pam, while you got your eyes closed.
I don't hear her accent. You have a tattoo on your face. You're going to get a dragonfly with my 4 kids' names in its wings. You know,
You'd feel it on your face. I bet that was nice and stingy. Yeah. On that one on my arm, none of it really hurt except for where they put the rope real close to the elbow, because there's only just so close to the bone there. It really hurt when they went across that elbow part for about an inch or two, and that was it. The rest was pretty good.
Yours was done in 2 sittings.
Yeah, well, all this first top half took something like 5 hours, wasn't it?
Something like that.
With all the colour, which a lot of it's dropped out. And then, because it took him so long to do all the little bits in the rope,
Yeah.
he finished the rope up and Colette's name in the next sitting. But I don't know, probably because I see a lot of sun too.
Yeah.
But a lot of the colour dropped out straight away out of it.
And he was working, what was it? It was the infection. Do you think an irritation?
Yeah, well, I just had a little, like, makeshift shop set up in an old timber mill hall.
Yeah.
Because it was on the corner of a road in town, and I used it to sell second-hand stuff and garage sale type stuff, yard sale type thing. And I did that for about 6 weeks in a row. I just did the weekends mainly. And the guy used to use it for cutting up silky oak, which is an Australian tree. I think it's Grevillea robustus is the proper tree name. And something in that silky oak got into my system and upset the tattoo badly. It come up in all big lumps and bumps and had like pimples and stuff amongst it, and looked really bad for ages.
Yeah.
It finally worked its way out of my system though.
Night, Morty. Yeah,
Night,
so
Morty.
it ended up like some of the colours have dropped out of it due to it, and like some of the
I don't know, Josh, is that a common thing? White dropped out of mine straight away. I didn't take to it the white colour at all, because he had white in the surf waves, and that dropped out within the first month or 2.
I didn't go. I've got one. I just went the shaded style.
Grey wash.
Yeah.
Collette got hers to represent, that black ribbon represents melanoma cancer.
But I want to get some colour.
Colette's a melanoma cancer survivor.
Yeah, so white is the hardest colour to hold.
Yeah, I thought so,
Yeah.
Josh. Which is a shame, because the white looked really nice on the end of the waves.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, Morticia.
See you, Morty. Thanks for the support. Don't forget, Morty, to come back when the video is up and leave a comment so you can go into the draw.
Drop a comment under the comment section.
So once it goes up as a video, leave a comment so we can put you in for the draw to get the cup and the Australian gear.
Night.
Bye. It's really weird when you
don't.
Everything's back to front on the camera.
Yeah, that's because we try and incorporate. Because otherwise the words are back to front, so it plays havoc on the. Maybe if we put the sign backwards.
See you soon, Morty.
Awesome. He did a
Colon
line holding
cancer.
a brown ribbon for colon cancer the night she was up cleared 1 year. Awesome.
1 year free. Awesome. Congratulations. How many years are you up now? 5
I'm
or 6?
5 years this year.
Yeah. That first couple of years, you're back and forward to the hospital all the time and weighs on your mind so much. She didn't get the tattoo until you were, what, 3 years clear?
No, a year clear.
Was it?
A
Oh,
year
did you get that a year? I thought you waited a while.
It's just after 2 p.m. here Sunday with little Wayne.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon for us. And as I said earlier, it's also Father's Day here.
Thanks, Josh.
I got presents off my boys this morning. It's good. And this afternoon, I'm going to drag them out into the paddock and throw at the drone to see if I can't lose the balls as well. Because all the grass in the paddock out there is knee high too. So I'll lose anything I throw. The only thing I don't lose is Diesel's toys because he brings them back for me.
They're on the PS4.
All of them on that now, are they?
Mm-hmm. And the other one's at work.
The second oldest has gone to work. He'll be at work for the next few hours.
And then he goes back home because he doesn't. Our second eldest doesn't live at home. He does uni, but he comes home every weekend for 4 days because he works up this way, and they all go back down to Brisbane and does his uni. Happy Father's Day.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. I really love this shirt. It's a cool Batman shirt.
A paddock is
a field.
A field out in the open area, the farmland.
Yeah, a paddock is a field with a fence around it. I don't know if a field necessarily has a fence, but a paddock always has a fence because it's a cow paddock. So it's basically just a block of land that's fenced off. Can be any size from an acre to 200 acres. This property we're on, we just rent here. We rent a house yard with an old farmhouse on it, but it's set on an old cow paddock property.
Yeah.
So the landlord also lives way over the other side, but it's about 270 acres. It's a massive, big property.
Yeah. Can you give Daddy a shout out? Yes, I can. What's your father's name?
As long as it's not Daddy 05, we'll shout it out.
Well, you just gave them a shout out.
No!
Yeah, we have take the kids out into the yard of an afternoon. That's like we've got trampolines and swings and rope hanging from the tree that they swing on.
Yeah, that's why we love it here. I mean, there's a few drawbacks as well. Like I said, it's an old farmhouse. It's really run down. There's termites or white ants had been through the house before we moved in and made a few of the walls weak. You know, all the paint's fallen off the outside, and it's definitely not a flash place at all. But it's really cheap rent. But we haven't got town water. We just got the tanks that take rainwater off the roof.
That's why because like we do want to move because our internet here is so expensive. We don't have a good internet. But if we move closer to the township, we'd end up with better internet. And that's the drawback here because it is cheap rent, although the house is shit. You've got the land and we can use the land.
Yeah. So officially we've only got the house yard, but I built off the side of it because we're in the middle of a big field. Off the side of the house yard, I've built a big goat pen, an area for the goats. We've got 2 goats. And then I've built a chook pen, or you don't call them chooks, eh? Chickens.
Chicken coop.
We call chickens chooks for short.
Chicken
so
coop.
In Australia, it's chooks. So we've got a chicken coop and the ducks in there as well. And then I made another pen enclosed area off the other side of the yard. And we use that for different things like when the goats come in season and we want to separate it if she's pregnant and that sort of thing, we throw them in the extra side paddock.
Yeah. And then out the front where, I don't know whether in the videos you've seen that there's a little corral area. He made that for, so I wanted a little corral like with the old fence and everything for our wedding because we got married on the property. And he made that for us.
Yeah, that was only 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We started going out and girlfriend and boyfriend 28 years ago when we were kids.
On the 28th of August, no, 29th of August. 28th or 29th?
28th.
Are you sure?
When we met.
I thought it might have been the 29th.
You mean the wedding?
No.
I thought the wedding was the 29th.
Okay, the 28th of August, 1989 was when we met. And we started dating actually on this
Father's Day. Oh, happy anniversary.
Yeah, on this day 28 years
happy
ago.
Anniversary, baby.
Yeah, so 28 years ago. And then we got married only 3 years ago.
Ah, so 28 years ago today we started
dating.
Officially dating.
It's like, what anniversaries do you have?
8 years old.
do you have? That's like you don't know which ones to take because you got your day you met, the day you started going out, the day you got engaged,
the day we got married.
The day you got married. Which date do you choose?
Yeah, so we've got 4 different dates. We'd say, oh, today's our anniversary. Like the anniversary of what?
Yeah.
I mean, most people go off their wedding anniversary as an anniversary, but we only got married 3 years ago and we've been together for 28. So,
yeah. So you were 8 in 1989. I was 15, so I'm only 7 years older than you, Josh.
Yeah, well, Colette's 43 now and I'm 44.
Yeah.
It just sounds weird because we've been together so long.
I know.
It just sounds weird when we say we've been together 28 years because we're still in our 40s.
Night, Tanya. Thanks for calling
Night, Tanya. Appreciate you coming over for a look and a chat and
leave a comment and you'll go into the random draw. Shannon was
hit
19.
the thumbs up, tap my bell. Yeah, don't forget to leave a comment afterwards. Come back when the video's up, leave a comment to go into the draw. Everyone who's here, don't forget that, eh? Because I'd love someone here to win that coffee cup and kid magnet. And Vegemite.
Box of goodies. Shannon was 19 and Josh says that's why he doesn't look at the starting line. He's looking for dates to every day be another day, linger with my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every single day's been a bed of roses, hasn't it, baby? A human. There's been lots of ups and downs.
No. Anything, Kimberly? Just you can say, hey, we love you.
But if you don't love us, don't say that. Chainsaw. Yeah, but it's a big old tree, Josh. Not Josh, sorry, no way. And if we cut the tree down, well,
there was no way that said that.
First of all, no way if I don't want to cut the tree down because it's a beautiful big tree. But even if I did cut it down, it'd smash me drone.
Hi, Meredith. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Meredith. Woohoo, made it to a live stream.
Just nothing mean. Yeah.
On the comments.
Well, if you were close by, I'd let you have some Vegemite. Josh?
Meredith just come in.
Yeah.
For our giveaway, Meredith, once this live stream goes up as a video on the channel, just leave a comment on that and that'll put you in. We'll just use a random generator and you can win one of these cups. Simple Joys, along with some Aussie key rings like Boomerang, Koala, Kangaroo and some Vegemite.
No way says that he has a still 660 Magnum, and to fall all that.
Yeah, well, that was one of the options we were thinking about, whether we could shoot the branch down. The branch is probably about that round. But yeah, I don't know whether we should really be unloading a rifle into a tree. You can get some decent bullets out there that'll do the job, but I'd rather throw some things at it first and see how I go, or use my bow and arrow even, or a fishing line. I'm just going to have a play this afternoon and see what happens.
No, we don't. Our landlord does. Grant wouldn't be able to have a gun.
I wouldn't be able to pass the. But people in Australia have guns. It's just we've got much stricter guidelines on getting your licenses.
And
not any Tom, Dick, or Harry can just walk in and get a gun anywhere. You've got to go through all the correct, proper legal stages, unless you want to get one off the black market. But I wouldn't do that.
It's been really good. It's Sunday afternoon here for us, Merida. Having a quiet Sunday.
Yeah, so things like criminal history or criminal records, activity, anything like that will stop you. Any mental health issues, to do with severe depression, you know, any sort of mental illnesses, all of that stuff will go against you and stop you from getting a gun here, as it should.
Yeah.
I think that should be the same world over, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. I haven't touched one either, Carolina man.
I used to shoot a bit when I was younger. See, the laws really tightened up and changed with guns after the Port Arthur massacre here, and that was probably 20 odd years ago, maybe more, 25 years ago. So there was a big massacre. Just one fellow with heaps of guns and ammo went on a rampage through a small town, killing heaps of people. And after that, they just really clamped down on all the laws and toughened it right up.
Meredith's in bed watching YouTube, feeding her dog Twizzlers.
Josh, what do I do for a living? I haven't got a job, Josh. Colette's not working at the moment either.
No.
We're just living the quiet life out in the country. Try to live a simple life because we haven't got a lot of money, and yeah, we got our own chickens and ducks and goats and that sort of thing, so we can get away with living fairly simply. And then I buy and sell a bit of stuff just secondhand, mainly collectibles and rustic type stuff, a little bit like American pickers. The sort of things they collect, that's the sort of stuff I keep an eye out for, and I'll collect that from junkyards, those sort of places, bring it home, clean it up, and then sell it online. So that's where we get a little bit of extra money and pocket money. Sometimes we have a really good win and I'll make a lot of profit on something, and that gets us through.
Yeah. Yeah, we did that for a little while. We grew lettuce and spinach, because I like spinach quiche. That's the only way I'll eat spinach, is spinach in the quiche. And we did tomatoes. We haven't done that for a little while though.
Yeah. Well, the chooks went off the lathe for ages too.
Yeah.
Remember when I'm saying chooks, people, it means chickens.
Chickens.
Well, we thought they'd gone off the lay again, actually, because they hadn't had any eggs in the pen, because we let them out every day and they just roam around the yard. And I thought they'd gone off the lay, but I found a big stack of eggs. There was like 20 eggs up against the outside of the laundry. And I went back to get them yesterday and they're all gone. So I don't know whether the dogs ate them or lizards or something found them, but they had a feast on eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, and so we've had not a lot of rain, so the water situation is pretty tight here.
You got a good green thumb, Josh. Me too. I used to work in nurseries and groundsman jobs and that sort of thing, landscaping. Just seem to have a bit of a knack with plants. I love it. I love working outside. Probably got a lot more to do with animals these days than plants.
Yeah.
But I just picked up about a dozen plants that I want to turn into bonsais. I like doing my own bonsais, but it's been years since I've done them.
Anything good worth watching on YouTube, Meredith? Well, she's in our feed, so. Well, she was. I don't know whether...
anything good besides us, that is.
Yeah.
If you just want to support each other too, feel free to sub each other and sub back too. Let each other know if you subbed and get a few subs up. Gardening or planning, yeah. Even if they don't understand you, I reckon they feel the energy, Josh, if nothing else.
Most of Meredith's plants are dying off because it's cooling down there.
Oh yeah, Meredith, that's what I mentioned to you ages about that one. That one you wanted to bring into flowering a bit. Something like liquid potash I was talking about. You can buy it pretty easy here, but if you can't find liquid potash, something like liquid seaweed also, those sorts of things will help bring on flowers. They give the right stuff in the soil for the blooms to come on a lot better.
Thanks for joining us, Shannon. I'm glad that you've actually come into one of our live streams.
Yeah, thanks, Shannon. We still feel a little bit awkward and a bit weird in live streams sometimes.
Okay, she said she wrote the word. Okay.
How do you say it now? I reckon you say it Gerber, because we've heard.
Yeah, we googled this, and you guys say Gerber or Gerbera. We say Gerbera.
Meredith does daily vlogs if anyone wants to check her out, and we watch Meredith, and she's saying about her plant a Gerber, and we're like, what?
What's a Gerber?
Does she mean a Gerbera? We call them Gerberas.
Yeah.
But I looked it up, and it turns out most of the rest of the world does say Gerber.
Gerber.
Because I was saying, what are they talking about, Gerber? She's saying it wrong. But yeah, it turns out most people say it like that, and we say it different here in Australia.
Yeah, we say Gerbera.
Yeah, but I love Gerbera flowers.
Gerber. No, Gerbera the flower.
Gerber. Yeah, I don't know why we always call them Gerberas.
Yeah.
Gerber. Well, like giant instead of giant. So we don't say Gerber, we say Gerbera.
What are you all talking about? Peach?
No, Gerbera's just a flowering plant.
Gerber.
It's, how would you describe them? Almost like a bigger, better version of a daisy.
Mm-hmm. Goober peas.
Goober.
Oh, Mark. Yeah, I love actually hearing the different things, how different things are said.
I love our Aussie accent. Isn't it a ripper, mate? I love our beautiful Aussie accent.
No, that is a put-on Aussie
No, accent. It's not. I talk like this all the bloody time. Be quiet, Sheila.
Yeah, now that's put on. No, nobody really speaks like that.
Well, they might. Out west. Or up north. By north, I mean Northern Territories, not North Queensland. Northern Territory and that sort of area, that's more like where Crocodile Dundee was shot.
Have you ever found opal?
No, I haven't ever gone opal hunting. There's a lot of good opal fields around Australia, though.
I was just going to try and look for my yeah.
Probably the closest one to us. Who asked it?
Little Wayne.
Little Wayne. Probably the closest fields to us would be Tennerfield. But there's heaps around, yeah. You pay a little fee for a license for the day, and you get to go on the properties. So you find little bits. It's pretty easy. There used to be a lot of opal mines around the place. You do get some beautiful ones in Australia. Like I've seen plenty. I just haven't ever gone and actually hunted for any myself.
It's heavy.
This is something I dug up out the garden yesterday.
No, you didn't. You wish you did. No.
But that's what it looked like on the outside, just rock. And then you bust them open.
Us Aussies run mugs say we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
There's a lot of homesteads around the place called Gonna Do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. And it never gets done.
Yeah, that's amethyst, Meredith. That's our birthstone. We're both Pisces. Oh, Shannon, nice big piece of amethyst.
Yeah.
I like crystals. I've always collected rocks and crystals when I walk around the place ever since I was a kid.
We actually brought that a few years, probably about 10 years ago. I'm fixing to.
Yeah, I'd never sell that one, no way. We've had that one for a long time. There's a few that I've got around the garden, really big pieces of different stuff that I want to take into a lapidary one day and find out what they are, because I'm sure there's something, but I just can't. I've often come home with just rocks and really, rough, uncut crystals just out the bush.
What date in February? What date in February? I can't even speak. What date in February, Shannon? Because he's the 20th.
Goldfields, metal detecting. Yeah, Lil Wayne, we know a friend who's right into detecting. She's awesome at it.
You've got metal detectors, but you haven't used them.
Yeah, they're only real cheap ones, though. I don't know how they'll go.
Big words, lapidary.
Lapidary. Lapidary is basically people who are into rocks.
Shannon said the 17th.
Lapidary sounds much better than rock nerd. So they have lapidary clubs where they cut and polish their stones.
That's over in Gatton.
We went there one day. Like I was saying to you earlier, we pick up things out of junkyards, and that we also do what we call not junk shops, dump shops. So your recycling centres and your landfills, and that some of them places over here have like an outbuilding where they sell things out of. There too, and see if we can find any bargains and on-sell them once we tidy them up a bit.
And one day I came across a jade. We thought
it was, but we weren't 100% sure.
No, it was a nicely carved piece of jade, and so I took it to the lapidary because I had never actually seen it before. And
because it wasn't the normal colour of jade, it wasn't the light green. It was sort of like a white and apricot.
Take care, Meredith. And
Meredith.
I got them to analyze it, sort of thing. Check it all out for me. Check it out. And they said it was definitely jade, and I got.
So she looked it up on the internet and found one similar, and it turned out it was worth heaps of money.
Yeah.
So I think we paid what, $1 or $2 for it.
I paid $1 for it.
And sold it for
100.
I thought it was just over 100.
No, sold it for 100.
But yeah, it wasn't even perfect. It had some of the carving was broken off, and that was advertised that it was in that condition, and it was still worth that. So it pays to know what you're looking for, eh?
Apricots, yes. We used to have an apricot tree out the side of the house, but the termites got into it and it died.
Thanks for coming over, Meredith. Take care.
I don't really like apricots though. I like peaches.
We've got nectarines too. Do you have nectarines? That's like a cross between a peach and a plum, I think, isn't it? Nectarine?
Stone fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got all stone fruit because there's different temperatures and climates and all different sort of growing areas right over Australia. We're really varied country.
Yeah.
Get cool spots. Some of the places down south get snow.
Night, Connie. Thanks for calling in.
Up this side of Australia, it's a lot warmer and more humid.
Yeah.
Macadamia nuts. I saw someone on another stream earlier today eating macadamia nuts, and they said they got them from Hawaii, but macadamia nuts come from Australia. They're actually called Queensland macadamia nuts.
When we went to Australia Zoo, someone was picking up macadamia nuts and sticking them in my
I
handbag.
kept sticking them in a bag.
And so I had about 10 of these macadamia nuts all in my handbag.
And I was talking to one of the staff at Australia Zoo. There actually used to be a macadamia plantation there before they changed it into a zoo. So there's still a lot of the macadamia nut trees on the property.
Yeah. Apricot cobbler.
Cobbler, is that like the bread with the dip in the middle? Cobbler loaf.
Warm AC with ice cream.
Macadamia is nice ice cream.
Well, that was another thing that I think it was Pam said about what do we call it?
A pie.
Sorbet.
Yeah, sorbet.
Sorbet is another one.
I've got to try and remember all these things because it's easier to say it than it is to type it.
Yeah.
Because that's how we say it. I think they're trying to
Not
pronounce
sherbet,
it sorbet.
but sorbet.
It's like an Italian or French ice cream, isn't it?
Ice cream, yeah. Cobbler is baked with crumble topping.
Shannon's brains are made of nuts.
Rodmug was at the zoo the other day and they had 15 huge kangaroos running loose.
Yeah, that video we put up of Australia Zoo Rodmug, the kangaroos there were unbelievably tame. You just lay down with them and pat them. They were so quiet and peaceful.
Kimberly, do you say sorbet, but is it said how we say it, sorbet?
Sorbet. Stuart likes cobbler right here, says no way. Different, I think, and they're saying shaved ice. I think they all might be similar, but not exactly the same.
A wallaby.
Wallaby, there's a lot of wallabies in the closest little township here. They've got a really big hill that goes up to the lookout. And when you go up that road, there's wallabies everywhere. You get some real pretty little wallabies. There's one, the actual name of it is the pretty face wallaby. So you can get pretty face wallaby, rock wallabies. There's heaps of different sorts.
You thought they might be killed by them, but they were nice by them.
Yeah, wallabies very much like a kangaroo, except heaps smaller. But the same sort of physical setup. They got the pouch and the tails and everything's the same, except a much smaller, squat version of a kangaroo.
Yeah, we get a lot of the roadkill around here is wallabies and kangaroos.
Yeah, but geez, it tastes all right.
Shannon would love to get in a cage with a great white.
In a cage with a great white, or in a cage while the great whites are on the outside?
Wallabies look tasty.
Kangaroos are better, bigger.
Roadkill stew.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'd put enough faith in the cage. Sharks scare the shit out of me. But I was going to be with great whites. I'd want to be in a cage, not just free diving.
We do have a friend that does get the roadkill and cooks it.
Yeah, in town.
Yeah. Yes, as
long as it's still fresh. I don't think he collects rigor mortis.
Rodmug would eat kangaroo. I cook nice yaburi stew. I haven't cooked it in a long time though.
There's nothing wrong with it, Rodmug. It's a really meat. It's a really lean meat. Hardly any fat in it, and the tail's the best bit. Their tails at the base are huge. They've got really thick tails because they use their tails a lot, especially if they're fighting. They sort of lean back on their tail and stand up so they can kick their back legs.
Yeah.
And like against a person, they could disembowel you, open you up, but against the other kangaroos, they fight like that.
Dad, this meat's a little tough. Yeah, it's kind of stiff. Kimberly would eat roadkill. She ain't scared. And I wouldn't eat. So I'm very fussy when it comes to food. You know, Grant, probably about 10 years ago, he was working. We were living up this area, and he was having to drive an hour all the way down to a place where he was working. And one night, our youngest was about 3-4 months old, and one night he'd just left for work, and I heard the sirens race down the road, and he'd only about 10 minutes out of, he'd just left 10 minutes ago, and I rang his phone to let him know that I could hear sirens, and there was, just to be careful that there was something going down that way. And I kept on ringing, there was no answer. A police officer answered the phone and said, who's this? And I said, I'm Grant's partner. And they said, oh, he's been involved in an accident. He had swerved to miss a deer.
It was a good accident too.
Swerved to miss a deer and landed up. The car had flipped and rolled and landed and slid across the road for about how long?
About the length of a football field.
Yeah. So the police officer answered the phone, but he did really well. He got out with just a couple of scratches.
I've been in a few wrecks. I was doing nearly 100k, so about 70 mile. And when it flipped, it rolled onto its roof, and I slid upside down that, and it stayed on the road that whole way. It didn't go off the road. But yeah, it slid along the road for a good 30 meters, and then it ended up on the wrong side of the road, on the wrong lane, upside down, but the roof was all crushed in. As I was sliding along, it went into like slow motion, how everything slows down, and I could feel it squashing me down lower and lower, and the roof getting hot on my head. The roof was pressing against me, top of my head, and I was all bent in under the roof behind the steering wheel. And when I come to a stop, I unclicked my seatbelt, but I didn't go anywhere. I didn't move or fall down because I was jammed up. And I had to really push and squeeze because I couldn't breathe. I was bent over that much, I couldn't breathe. So I pushed really hard and skinned the top of my head off getting out, and then just crawled right through the car and out the broken window at the back. All the windows were smashed out. The roof was caved in.
A four-wheel drive.
Yeah. I didn't even get any stitches. I didn't break any bones, no stitches, just all cuts and bruises. And I crawled off, and the only thing I could think of at the time was getting out of the car before another vehicle come over the hill and cleaned up me upside down car because I was on the wrong side. So I crawled out off to the side of the road in the grass, and I sat there until another car come over the hill, pulled up, and I was laying in the grass. I could barely move, and I could hear the panic in their voice because everything out of the car was just strewn across the road. Everything come out of the car.
All baby stuff, all baby shoes.
Well, and we had kids, and all of our kids' stuff was in the car, and they were panicking, thinking that there was kids on the road. Yeah. They called out, "Where are you? Are you all right?" "Over here." And they come and found me in the grass, rang the cops, and 5 minutes later the cops and the ambulance was there. The neck brace and everything, put me on a slab so I couldn't move me back, and took me to the hospital and took x-rays and everything. And a few hours later I just got up out of bed and walked out and got a lift home.
Yeah. So that was interesting night.
I didn't realise how bad it was till I went to the car where they towed that. They put the car wreck on a truck
somewhere, and
took it to a wrecking yard. And I went to see the car a few days later. It was a big four-wheel drive, and it was all crushed down.
Night, family, loveless.
Night. And the people in there said, "How's the driver? Did you hear how they went?" And I said, "I was driving." They said, "No." I said, "Yeah." They said, "Come and have a look at the car." And they showed me, and it looked like there's no way anyone should have survived. It was just all crushed up. But yeah, got out of it with just cuts and bruises. It was awesome.
That's awesome, Run Mug. He hydroplaned off the interstate last week, landed in a deep ditch, but he and his car is fine.
Awesome. It's so, and nothing you can do once you start hydroplane now. I've done that too, and you just got no control. You just got to hang on and hope for the best.
It was a very expensive deer. We only just got that car redone. We spent $4,000 on the motor, and but it was insured, so we did all right.
It's lucky it was insured because we still had money on it.
Yeah.
So they paid off the loan, and we ended up getting a cheaper car, and we weren't out of pocket at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely that night, Rumma, I just couldn't believe it.
Night, Cheryl. Hope everything goes all right. Sorry to hear that you're unwell.
Yeah, get better soon, Cheryl. I might have to agree with her, Wayne.
Runmark prayed while he was spinning.
Did you get the slowdown effect, Rumma? Did everything seem to go in slow motion for you? That's a really weird feeling. There's a specific name for that effect, and I can't remember it.
No worries, Kimberly.
Yeah, we won't go for too much longer. We'll go for another 10 minutes, probably wrap it up, because I want to do a few things this afternoon too. It's just that Pam and Rick finished up early, so I thought we'd jump on and have a quick live stream.
And anybody that's new in the stream, we're doing a giveaway, and just leave a comment in the comment section below, and you can win a cup and a few other little goodies, and it will be randomly drawn.
One of the
No way, Jack.
Simple Joys coffee cups. No way. A koala keyring, kangaroo keyring, and a boomerang fridge magnet.
Shannon calls it scared shitless.
Is that effect?
No,
it's a scared shitless effect.
No way said he'll enter, but you can keep that spread.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what size Vegemite. We'll just have to go to the shop and try and pick up the lightest one. So it doesn't cost us $1 million postage.
You can get it in a tube now too, so that'll be a lot better. It won't bring the weight because the cup itself is a little bit heavy. Do you want Vegemite, Kimberly, if you win?
Whoever wins, I want them to do a video of them trying the Vegemite.
Love you too. Take care.
Thanks, No Way. Really appreciate it, mate.
Oh, wow. Crack. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear you crack.
Rummark will eat it.
You'll eat it. We might have to give a tutorial on how to spread it. Most people spread it way too thick and they can't stand it.
Well, you saw earlier I had a big scoop of it. I can't do that.
And you got to have butter or margarine on with it too. You heard the crack. Yeah, I doubt it, Ramon.
I need oiling. No way, Jack.
I don't know if you have Vegemite. You might have Tim Tams. I think some places in the United States are starting to stock Tim Tams now. They're worth trying if you ever get the chance.
I just shake my head.
Rest assured you'll hear my crack if it goes off, Shannon.
She's already tried it. She tried it when she was in China.
Yeah, what did you think of it, Kimberly? You like it?
They have Tim Tams at their Target.
Poor Pam and Rick when they went back inside. And they're big packets.
They're about
We got them the big value
Yeah,
pack.
I can't remember how many's in them. I think about 18, 20 in them.
Something like that.
If I had some now, I'd demonstrate how to use it as a straw.
Yeah, see, what we love doing with them, you get your Tim Tams. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but like your Tim Tams there, you bite that end off and you bite this end off, just nibble the chocolate off the end so it opens up the inside.
Yeah.
And then put one end down in your coffee and take the other end to your mouth and suck through it, and you suck the coffee up through the biscuit.
And the chocolate melts.
The chocolate goes real soft from the heat of the coffee, and then all the coffee inside it softens up the biscuit. Then you stick the whole lot in your mouth while it's half melted, and it's beautiful.
Drinking Jack and Coke.
Yeah, so you got the idea, Kimberly.
Jack Daniels?
Alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's Saturday night from a lot of America.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Where did you come from?
Yeah.
Did you come to see your favourite dad?
I don't have another.
That's right. So I've got to be your favourite.
No, you're bumping the camera again.
Right, I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be back in a minute. You finished with yours?
No, I'm drinking cold coffee.
Have you shown that yet?
What? Yeah.
Faron.
Wayne says, little Wayne says, hey, mate. He's not a redhead, he's just a brown head. Our redhead is at work. That he's Faron. 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 As in like Faron Young, the singer.
Talking about Faron Young. He's no Faron Young. He's American.
Don't bump the table.
Yeah, he's an old American country singer. He had the nickname the Singing Sheriff.
Ian, is that how you say it, Little Wayne? Mine's Ian.
What's Ian? His name.
No worries, Ron Mark.
What?
He thought Faron was a redhead.
No, our second oldest is a redhead.
Yeah.
A proper redhead, ginger. Yeah, Faron Young, probably his most popular song was 4 in the Morning. Well, it's 4 in the morning and what's more the dawning, just woke up the warning in me. Wishing I'd never met her, knowing if I'd forget her, how much better off I would be. That one? Never heard it?
What else does he sing?
Faron Young. Oh, I did quite a few things. I
Garrett.
want to live fast, love hard, die young, and leave a beautiful memory.
Yeah, well, Faron gets mistaken for Darren also.
Yeah, when I used to introduce myself, I used to get Greg a lot. People thought I'd say Greg when I say Grant.
Shannon.
Yeah. If you ask Collette, my name is pronounced Grant.
Only when I'm mad.
So in other words, it's pronounced Grant.
You get Grant.
Grunt. A few of my cousins still call me Grunt. Oh,
What do you got?
you.
Did you want one, Mum?
You got a spider.
I've got a Father's Day spider.
Yeah, I'll have one.
But it's
Thank
not
you.
your Father's Day.
Can I make my own?
Only a little one.
I don't know if you call them spiders there. I think you call them floats. Ice cream in, I was going to say soft drink, but you call it soda. Soda pop. Ice cream in soda pop.
You need to bring it this way if you want to show it. Move your hand. Just like that. Grant.
Grant.
And he used to do a coke float.
Yeah, I thought you called them floats. Yeah, we call them spiders.
Shannon,
I don't know why.
Sorry.
What?
He used to do karaoke, Shannon.
Oh, thanks, Shannon. I love karaoke because that's what I have trouble with, remembering words. So if I've got karaoke, I'm right. I'll give anything a go on karaoke because the words are there. And my brother used to have a karaoke system. He used to do shows in pubs and that. So I used to go with him sometimes and I'd have a ball. Because I didn't have to be as responsible as him because he was running the actual system and getting paid. I was just there to help him out. If it was real quiet and he needed people to sing, I'd have a go.
Anyone would think we're in a restaurant. We get stuff delivered to us.
So, yeah, I would have a few drinks and join him for the night and just help him pack up the gear at the end of the night. And, yeah, I used to have a great night with him.
I could use the other straw.
I wondered whether that'd even be worth something doing on, like for live streams. I wondered whether you could do something that resembled a karaoke.
You could karaoke live stream.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how you'd go about it, but I wondered if you could do something, whether anyone would be interested in watching that, either requesting songs or joining you on the panel to sing songs as well. I don't know.
It could be a little bit dangerous, depends on how well other people sing.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm that good either. But look at Pam and Rick, they have a ball singing. Our last live stream we did, we ended up singing
a line each.
A few lines out of, no, not the one with Pam and Rick, the one we did the other night. We ended up singing quite a few Sound of Music songs.
Night, Rum Mug, thanks for calling in.
Really glad you could make it over, glad you could make it over, Rum Mug. Thank you. Good night, you all.
Night. More to know you grow.
More to know grow. Ah, cool. Good to see you. Is More to Know Grow coming in or leaving? Did you just get here, More to Know Grow, or you're off, mate? More to Know Grow, we got through the 420 community. You just want to sub each other up in here too, go right ahead.
We used to do a lot of singing in our younger days, didn't we? We used to make nights of it.
You always sound better in the shower. Heaps better acoustics in the bathroom, Shannon. A bit of water splashing around too seems to really help it.
Hey.
Or maybe it's because you've got water in your ears and you can't hear how bad you are.
No, you do, but it's the acoustic sound. Oh, is it acoustics?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've met a few good people off the 420 sites, Kimberly.
Just got here. Oh, I wasn't trying to push her off. Welcome. You're welcome to
welcome,
stay.
More to Know. And More to Know, make sure after this video goes up, go and leave a comment on it when it's a video on the channel, and that'll just put you straight away into the draw. Because we're going to give away...
I've got one, but it's just careful.
Well, this is a dirty one, but
we've got a brand new one.
We've got one in a box.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Yeah.
It's just the Simple Joys jug out of our merchandise.
Mug, not jug.
Mug? Got jugs on my brain. And then a few little Aussie things, key rings. Koalas and boomerangs.
Bits and pieces.
So we just want to give something back to the subscribers. We're really so thankful for getting over 500. It's awesome. So everyone remember to go to this afterwards and leave a comment, because we just want to use that random generator system. What do you like the most, Wayne? The cup or the your fancy? You need a straw. You need a straw like we sent Pam.
I said that I could use that other straw, but
Yeah,
I'm not
go and
going.
get one.
No, I'm not going to get it.
Go on, I'll go and get one.
No.
Go on.
Hi, trailer park guy.
Type 1 if you want to see
No.
Collette use one of them straws.
No.
If we get more than 4 ones, Collette has to use that straw. I reckon that's a good deal.
I don't even know where it is. No.
If we get 10 ones, I'll use it.
No. Yeah. Him. Oh,
Type 1 for Collette to use it. Type 2 for me to use it.
No. That looks so wrong. And so many levels.
I was so happy that Rick put on that mankini for us.
I only got ice cream left.
We were rolling around laughing here. Ice cream?
Yeah.
Do you want a spoon?
No, I was using the straw and that's why I got it all down there.
You might be able to suck that ice cream through the big straw.
No, I'm not using the big straw. We're good, thanks. How are you, trailer park guy? What time is it there? Yeah, see? It'd be more funny watching him do it.
How many people's in here?
I don't know.
Can I move that to the
No,
side?
don't move anything. Don't move anything. What have you done now? Get your hand off.
Bring it in!
12:58 there.
Where's them straws?
Should be down there somewhere. If not, on the hutch in the dining room.
Down here somewhere.
It's 3 p.m. here, trailer park guy. Don't expect anything back, Kimberly. Okay, it's going to be a random draw.
Whereabouts in the hutch?
I said on the hutch, maybe. Yeah, I'll have a look. Because it could be anywhere, knowing me. I've been writing. When I sign things lately, I've been putting 2018. I'm jumping ahead.
Oh well, can't find it. Looks like I can't use it, Shannon.
I don't know where it
Damn
is.
shame that.
Oh, look, I found it.
I bet you did. There you go, put in your drink.
No, you. It's not funny if you do it. You do it. Ugh. You need to move over a little bit. There you go. Not too far. Okay, it's more funnier in your cup than mine.
I think it's better in your cup.
No, it's not.
Okay, so type 1 for my cup
No.
or 2 for Colette's cup?
Him and little, Shannon and little Wayne going to have a fight over who's going to win what.
Have either of you got a PO box?
It's all right. They can private message me.
What's for her, the straw?
See, it's for him.
So I want everyone else to type a 2.
Thanks for stopping in, trailer park guy.
I feel like I need someone's hand on the back of my head to push it down.
I can't see that.
didn't want to swallow. Oh, look at the straw from the Coke and ice cream. It looks like it's been up a bunghole.
Oh, nah. Okay, no more.
All right.
Go back to GA.
There you go. Your turn now.
No, my turn to get rid of it.
I've been no good at it. It hit me gag reflex.
You weren't supposed to take it in that far.
Just when something came out of the end of it, felt really gross.
You're rude.
That's what she said.
Okay. Can we fast forward this bit on the
Yeah,
video?
we can. You can't cut it out.
No.
Live. My face has gone really hot. I feel really embarrassed.
No, you're not allowed to hide your face now. Oh dear.
No, it just felt bad enough. I'd hate to have something that tasted weird too. A big glob of the ice cream come through when I sucked it.
Okay, how do you come back from that?
I don't know. Just have an awkward silence for a while, I think.
How about that weather?
Will you kiss me now, or do I have to brush my teeth first?
I'm hot. I think I'm embarrassed for you.
Now I know how Pan felt drinking Mountain Dew with it.
She didn't mind.
What are you trying to say?
It's all good. Out the way, Lil.
I think I'll go back to my normal straw.
Shannon's too busy laughing.
That's better. I hope you're happy, Shannon. I know how much you wanted that. Sicko.
See, it's better him doing it than me.
Oh dear. Can't believe I've just done that.
Yeah, so we're getting back to
Yeah, where were we?
singing and karaoke and that sort of
Yeah.
thing. I quickly changed the subject. So would that be something that anybody would be interested in, is karaoke on live streams or?
Yeah, thanks, Shannon. It's all good for a laugh, eh, mate?
Yeah.
I've always said if you can't laugh at yourself, it's not worth having.
That's why I said it would be better if you did it, because it would be more funnier.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Yeah, I had a few ideas that I wouldn't mind trying for live streams one day. Even things like sort of a trivia night. I don't know whether questions as hard as Trivial Pursuit, not that thing, because that can be a bit boring, but just like light trivia. You could do little competitions. I don't know what you could win.
I think what you'd be better off doing if you were to do
Just
trivia.
to hold the championship or something. Whoever holds the title for trivia gets to hold the wrench or something until.
No,
pass it on.
I was more or less thinking if you were to do trivia, all right, you do like events, and each event, that winner out of that particular, okay, round one would go into, and then you do it, and then you'll have a championship at
like
the end of
playoffs.
it. Yeah.
We could do Australian trivia.
No, you'll have to do universal.
Make it hard for them.
No, universal. Because you can't be. I can be the hostess.
The hostess with the mostess.
Because he likes trivia also. So
Oh, would it be fair if I go in that too?
I'll make it really hard.
They reckon I'd be cheating.
Grand prize, pink penis straw.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that would be something that
I'll be trying really hard to win then.
something that we'd look at doing is
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, and then you do a playoff and then do it over 6 weeks or something like that. Something to think about anyway.
Just pick a certain night and then just call it that live stream trivia night.
A particular night, Trivia Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know whether it happens much now, but when we were a bit younger, they used to have trivia nights at the local pubs, and you could go and you'd make up little teams of like 4 people, and you'd play for the night, and they'd give away drinks and stuff.
I would have a time limit on the answers. Kimberly said there will be no Googling.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a really, really super high-speed Googler with you.
Yeah, I don't know, 20-second. If someone knows it, they'll say it before anyone Googling anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll look at setting that up and do a Trivia Tuesday or karaoke, whatever.
Where is a Turtles Tallywhacker? Special ones for Pam. Trivia fish questions for all the fish people.
I think it has to be universal. Not a particular.
No, I mean them in the mix.
You could have the game of trivia for sure and just ask those questions.
Hey, have you guys got the game there, Cards Against Humanity?
I think you can, but we've got the Australian version.
That's an adult
Geology.
for the people who are into lapidary.
I can get to a question.
You do have that, Kimberly. We have the Australian version. Some of the things in it really.
I'll get the pack and you can ask.
Okay.
I think the pack's still out here.
Boomerang question. How did you go, Lil Wayne, with your boomerang? Did it hit you in the head when it come back? I have done that before, hit myself with a boomerang. Because they're hard to see when they come back, especially if they come back eye level, because they're
It is warm in here.
really thin.
Very warm in here. Yeah. We've only played it twice.
We thought about if we played, because our 2 older sons play Cards Against Humanity with us. We thought about just live streaming us playing it with them, but I don't know. Hit your wife. Did it really, Wayne? Or is it...
Okay, so you get that. I can't even remember how to play it because I've only played it twice. Because it's not suitable for the younger kids, so we play with the older kids.
we have to play it once the younger ones are in bed. For real, the boomerang hit his wife.
Taboo.
Did she snap it or throw it in the bin?
Anyway, so that's an idea.
We were trying to video our youngest Faron throwing his discus a couple of weeks ago. Collette set up the camera and he threw the discus and it hit in her knee.
And it hurt so bad.
She was limping around for a couple of days.
The doctor even gave me a thing to go get my leg checked.
Is your wife all right, Wayne? Where did it hit her?
Oh, did he throw a boomerang and hit his wife?
Yeah, he's been talking about throwing a boomerang for a while.
Did you throw it at her on purpose? Was it accidental?
Garbaged it.
Yeah, well, you could should do a video, a tutorial on how to throw it. I can't throw it.
When you play around with them for a while, there's different things you can do with them. My cousins and I used to muck around with it out in an open park, and if you throw it certain ways, you can get it to go down close to the ground and then swoop up a bit. But in one, we used to do that with each other, and it's really hard to catch them.
He's divorced now, and isn't taboo what Grant did with the straw?
That was taboo. He's divorced, but he keeps coming back. That's what happens when you get hit by a boomerang. That's an old one, but they might not have heard it. Do you know what you call a boomerang that won't come back? I'll wait and see if anyone types an answer for me.
Your wife is okay. He's not.
Anyone know what a boomerang is that won't come back? A stick.
Read the card.
What'd you do? You had a look at a couple and put them away.
Oh, yeah, I'll put it away.
Yeah, I'll pull one out.
I'll pull the question card out, and you pull out an answer. I'll pull out 3. Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa. All right, so how it goes is there's a game here. We've got Lisa, Cards Against Humanity, it's called. I'm just giving a quick rundown on it. So everyone gets, I think it's 6 cards or something. I've got 5 here. Where are we?
This was something
Okay.
very...
So I just pulled out 5 cards, and they've just all got random answers on them.
Okay, so the black ones are the question cards.
So
Yes.
I've got the cards. One says giving 110%, a mating display, lockjaw, goblins. So they've just got random words or phrases. This one's called having a golden gay time.
Okay, and I picked out.
I've got these. Everyone's got a handful of cards like this with answers on them, and then the dealer reads out a phrase with something missing out of it, and you have to pick one of your answers or phrases to go in that sentence.
Okay, so I have got the question card, and the question is, I get by with a little help from my blank.
No, from. Doesn't even say
Okay.
my.
I get by with a little help from blank.
So it's taken the old saying, I get by with a little help from my friends, but it's just made that end bit blank. And everyone has to pick one of their answers out of their hand and use that to give to the dealer, which would be Collette. Okay, there's usually a few people playing. So I get by with a little help by a mating display, by lockjaw, by goblins, or by having a golden gay time.
And you get to pick one.
So I would pick whichever one I think's funniest. So I'm going to pick a mating display, and then she would just read out all the answers in the full sentence.
So it would be, I get by with a little help from a mating display.
Okay, so she does that with all the cards she's gotten, and then they go around the table and everyone just picks one of the answers they like best. And whoever gets the most, or they get 1 point each or something like that, moves around the board.
Anyway, so that's...
But there's some really over the top.
There's some
phrases
really
in
bad
there.
ones in there. Okay, so that was that game.
So I want to, which end is the questions?
That's the questions.
I want to read a couple of.
No, it won't work.
No. That's why I thought the best we could do with this is if we had a quick game of it with the older boys and just live streamed it, because some of the things that come out can be hilarious.
Yeah, but if I did that, I'd have to mark the chat content.
Okay, so if I still had those other cards, I got one here. I never truly understood until I encountered blank. So I'd say I never truly understood until I encountered lockjaw. So that's sort of how it goes. Some of them are sex related, some of them are just cringy. What would Grandma find disturbing yet oddly charming?
Okay, I'll pick out one quickly. A balanced breakfast, no. Free samples.
I drink to forget blank.
No, it won't work.
It won't there.
It won't
You're
work.
going to have 6 cards to choose from, and now it just looks stupid.
It does.
Okay. You want to find in your Mongolian beef, and here it says clown semen. No, it doesn't. I just made that up.
Okay. Quickly put it away. Trying to think what else.
Lisa, you missed the straw action. I pulled out one of those straws like we sent Pam, the penis straw, and Collette deep throated it.
I did not.
No.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
Hmm.
Yeah, you'd have to do something like your Trivial Pursuit cards. If you had more than one person with the game, you could probably do it a little bit more easier.
Yeah. No, there was someone live streaming the other night. I barely know them there. They're on my list, so it came up, but I didn't know them from anywhere. And all they were doing was live streaming Hangman. They had a program on the computer where they could draw, and I loved Hangman. I've always liked Hangman when I was a kid because I love words. And I stayed on there for about an hour playing Hangman with him. I got everyone he put up.
You used to like doing
Yeah. Yeah, we used to play Boggle and Scrabble upwards.
Spent many hours playing Boggle when I was pregnant with the kids.
Yeah, because Collette had a fair bit of insomnia with the pregnancy. She barely slept the whole pregnancy. So I used to sit up at nights with her playing all these different board games, and particularly word games like Boggle and Scrabble and upwards. All right, stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new edition. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a hawk, daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up the stage, I wax a chump like a candle. Dance, cause I'm filling that broom, cause I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom.
Ice, ice, baby.
See what happens when I wear my hat backwards? I turn into an awkward white rapper. Anything less than the best is a melody. Love it or leave it. You better can't wait. You better hit bullseye. The kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it.
Ice, ice, baby.
Come on, Collette, spin that shit.
Ding, diddle, ding, diddle, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ice, ice, baby.
Under pressure. Rushing down on me. All right. What do we got? 3:20? What do you reckon? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10 minutes and we'll wrap this up and you can go to bed.
And we're going to go drone fishing.
I'm going to start out by just throwing stuff at it.
I'm going
See
to
what
start
happens.
out by filming it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take all the boys with me though, because anything I throw. I'm wondering if I could fill up some socks with sand. The drone.
You will not get it up that high.
She always says that. I can only try.
The bow and arrow will work.
Bow and arrow.
I'm actually feeling a little bit tired. The doctor's put me on new meds because I've been having it's like vertigo, and so he's put me on some meds to block my dizziness. So I'm feeling a little bit tired at the moment.
She's so dizzy, her head is spinning like a whirlpool, it never ends. Yeah, it's really warm here, eh? We officially only came out of winter into spring, what, 3 days ago?
3 days ago.
But it already feels like summer. So hot.
Terribly hot.
And just about everyone on the comments will be heading out of summer now into fall.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other thing, we get used to saying fall instead of autumn. Everyone says autumn in Australia.
Night, Shannon. Thanks for calling in. It's been great having you here.
Thanks heaps, Shannon. Really appreciate it.
Hit the bell and you'll be able to see when we live stream next.
Don't forget to come back and comment once this goes up. So, and then we won't do it straight away. We'll give everyone a chance to comment on it, and we'll leave it go for at least a few days. And then after a little while, we'll do the draw.
Little Wayne has a karaoke machine.
Awesome. There was a stage here, Wayne, I had about 5 amps because if I saw them cheap enough at dump shops or second-hand shops or anything, if they were cheap enough, I'd just bring them home and try them all. And I ended up with a few different ones that I liked.
Night, Kimberly.
Bye.
Thanks for calling in. It's been a pleasure having you here with us.
Really good chatting with you. If we don't see you anywhere else, we'll see you on the porch.
I can't do it on camera. There we go.
Peace, love, and harmony.
Peace, love, and harmony.
All right. We've got the chat block, and I don't even know how many people are in here.
No idea. Night, Wayne.
Bye, Wayne.
We'll catch you again soon.
Leave boomerang throw on for the Aussies, though, mate.
I'll get him to do a tutorial.
On a boomerang?
Yeah.
I don't even own a boomerang now.
You will get one. I'll get you one.
Okay.
And then that way he can show you how to do it. Oh, proper.
Go kangaroo hunting.
Bye, everyone. Leave a comment in below and we'll do a random giveaway with the gifts and stuff that we've got here. And hope you all win. Good luck.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go.
Well, who's left here? Anyone?
I don't think so. Oh, Rockin' News is back.
Ah, you're back, Rockin' News.
We were just a bit wrapping
welcome
it
back.
up, Rockin' News.
We're just about to wrap it up. Before we go, though, I want to say we've got this Simple Joys merchandise.
What are you looking for? The cup.
Yeah, cup. We've got a Simple Joys coffee mug. That one. Also, we have got other merchandise on our site. If you go to our channel page, if anyone's wanting to buy a Simple Joys shirt, bag, cup, any of that sort of stuff, we've got merchandise now.
Mm-hmm.
But because we've got 500 subscribers now, to celebrate that, we want to give
Do a random giveaway.
a random giveaway. So we're going to give away coffee cup, some key rings, and some Vegemite, just some Aussie stuff.
Yeah.
And just to enter into that, all you have to do is put a comment on this video once this live stream turns into a video up on the page.
Yep, and we'll let it sit there probably for 48 hours. Yes, go ahead.
I love that Rockin'
News.
News. We'll try and get over there too. Do you do live streams at all, Rockin' News? We've not long started doing the live streams. This is our 5th one, I think.
I think this is our 6th now.
Maybe, yeah, 5 or 6. But we've got over 100 videos up. We've got heaps of videos of animals and nature and family stuff. It's all family friendly, just from our property in Australia. Every day and every night. Okay, I'll come and give you some support.
Anybody that's here, sub up to each other and go check out Rockin' News on her channel.
So if we're not sub to you, Rockin' News, we'll sub up from here.
Yeah.
And I'll call over and say good day for sure. Thanks again, everyone, for all the support, for subbing, for checking us out.
Yeah. We're going to go try and catch a
Thanks,
drone.
Wayne. You're very welcome, Rockin' News. We'll catch up with you very soon. Again, thanks, everyone. We'll catch you later. Take time for the simple joys.
Bye.